Hello, 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 and welcome back, my fellow Warhammer enthusiasts, to another episode of our Warhammer Battle Sector campaign. As you can see, we managed to get another win without any units lost, so we are now standing at 7 units lost in this campaign and about to head into mission 19. With that being said, we are choosing the following army. We were finally able to get another Baal Predator, which I really love this unit. And we're still rolling with 3 Dreadnoughts. In this one, it was very interesting. The points didn't really go down, but we all of a sudden did not have one of our HQ units anymore. But we're still running with 2 Tech Marines and 2 Hellblasters to accompany our mech units here. So very heavy hitting army we got assembled here. Looking at to the battlefield, it is pretty clear what the goal of this mission was. We had to go in there into the middle and secure our fallen brother Quindar, who went a little bit nuts in the last episode. With that being said, we chose the following strategy. As there are 2 stairs up to Quindar, we split our units basically into 2 halves. Each one got both like 2 Dreadnoughts and 2 Baal Predators, as well as 1 unit of Hellblasters. And it was pretty clear what we were achieving to do. In the first turns, we were trying to make our path clear towards those steps by deleting first those very big units that are very dangerous towards our army, since our goal is not to lose any units, and then make our way towards those stairs. It's also, since last episode, we are utilizing those HQ buffs more and more, especially when we want to keep our units alive. It's a very strong play here. Also because we then can get more turns out of our units, since the momentum can be aggregated towards the sum. Another very important point in this mission was for me to get rid of those gargoyles, because every time those gargoyles shoot us, our units do suffer, not only health-wise but also target-wise. This is why it was important to me to get rid of the gargoyles second after the big guys. Saying that, we were moving up the stairs pretty quickly. I think this was already turn 2 or turn 3. And with our army, we were getting very close to our goal of Quindar's corpse. And as we were moving up the stairs, we were basically finishing the first goal of this mission. As you can see, we got a little bit surprised by the turrets, but to be honest, those little units don't really are a threat to our big mech army. As we move up the stairs, you can see the big guys did not really appear for now. It was mainly the gargoyles and those gene stealers that were making our way a little bit hard. But also, I think you can already see from here, as soon as we got to the body, which will happen in a few seconds, the mob of turrets just started to roll into us. And for that, we needed a better strategy than just move blindly in. And this is where the second phase of this mission comes in. How we gonna defend against those waves of turrets that we need to survive. More specifically, those 6 rounds of turret attacks, they were pretty hefty, especially in the beginning. The strategy that we chose here is basically select a proper positioning, especially for Bile Predators and Dreadnoughts. Terminate the remaining big guys first. As you can see, we were getting a lot of damage by the big guys, not really by the small guys. And then heal up as many units as possible. This is why we have 2 Tech Marines and 1 Brother Arturo here, in order to make sure that none of our units will suffer any losses. Because let's not forget, one of our goals, even though it's not in the mission itself, is to not lose any units. This is the whole point of the campaign and the whole cliffhanger for our missions here. Now, while we are still defending in the first out of those 6 rounds, it was clear that it was not going to be easy, but with good positioning and clever choosing of action points, we were able to get rid of the big threats, as you can see here, leaving us with just the little guys to defend against. Those Homogons and Termagons are pretty easy to defeat in later turns. Again, those gargoyles are a threat, but luckily enough they are only ranged, so we did not really have any problems afterwards. With that being said, the cleverer you are with your Overwatch, and as long as your units have good cover, it is, to be honest, pretty easy to defend against turrets, especially when the waves are coming in slower and slower. Now you still see the first round of waves, but already from the second wave on, we did manage to get through the I would say bulk of the Turnet army pretty quickly, which made the following waves as easy as birthday cake. The hardest point at this, or the hardest task at this point, was to get the Bile Predators in the correct position in order to get the most effective damage in, so we can finish this mission as quickly as possible. But yeah, to be honest, by the time this the mission like went towards the later into the third quarter, it was fairly easy for us to defend. We had the high ground with this plateau. We had enough coverage for all of our units due to these columns in the middle, and we had our big and hard hitting units right in front, so that those turrets couldn't even reach the plateau and get some damage in. As you can see here, some Gen Stealers made it, but they were eliminated pretty quickly, and from there on, those waves of turrets just went in there as cannon fodder. The occasional unit came through, but was quickly defeated by our Overwatch, or latest in the next turn, leaving us with a pretty relaxing last few turns here. All in all, to recap this mission, I think the hardest part was actually in the beginning, choosing the right strategy. After that, I think as long as we executed our strategy with purpose and very, very well thought through, we didn't seem to have any issues at all, making us very, very successful in this mission. That being said, I think that's another mission without any units lost, which makes me pretty happy, and making us go into the last mission very well prepared and with a certain momentum that I think everyone's happy about. That being said, 7 units lost and only 19 missions seems pretty good in my opinion, and I hope to see you in the next mission, in the final mission, mission 20, where we finally meet this big monster the Hive Tyrant. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and goodbye.